I'm super tired this morning, but hopefully this coffee will wake me up. And now I just need to plan my day. I'm now going to leave to go see the presentations for Master's Day, which is basically just a day where everyone that has finished their Masters is doing a presentation, especially because I have to go for a class. I'm taking a class on like presentation skills. It's like a mandatory class for the end of my thesis, because hopefully in a few months I'll be presenting too. So they want us to like take notes and see what people are doing and how they are presenting their slides and everything. But I do have to leave right now because it's starting in like 15 minutes. But I will address the title of the video in a bit. I've been really emotional today and I don't want to talk about this while crying, so I still need to like collect myself to be able to like really talk about what happened without being overly emotional. I'm putting the blame on PMS, but it's been a difficult few days. Just got back, and no, I wasn't kicked out of my ballet studio, but they just basically told me that they thought the studio wasn't the best fit for me, which I feel like is just a nicer way of saying that I can't take classes there anymore. So yeah, that hasn't been the easiest thing to like digest. You know how important ballet is in my daily life. It has been really complicated to process, especially because I said in my last video that I had been going through a hard time because some things happened in my life related to my family that I'm definitely not going to talk about online in basically the week that I became viral. But basically I couldn't like process what was happening or grieve the losses that I was suffering because it was just way too much happening in my entire life with going viral, trying to keep up with that because I felt like it was finally my chance, and then trying to finish up my classes in my master's, working on my thesis because my supervisors were really like on top of me because I was getting like late with my thesis, and then I had a whole show, so I had to spend entire afternoons at the studio, and it was just a lot. I was very overwhelmed, but I just pushed through it. And when I went to Portugal, things were very complicated and I just crashed. And after the New Year's, when I came back to Iceland, like things were really looking up and I was implementing new things and like really focusing on letting go of my old habits and trying to build like healthy routines again and trying to have a better like work-life balance. And yeah, things were really looking up. And then I had this conversation with my studio because I didn't sign up in the right time at the studio for the classes in this semester. And I did explain exactly what happened, not in a vague way like I'm saying here, but I literally explained what happened. And they were like, oh, but we need to have a conversation. But I don't know if I should be saying this online, but I feel like I need to explain this because it's such a weird situation. But they wanted me to have improved enough to be able to keep up with the advanced level, which is where the older girls are, that some of them are like closer to my age. And clearly I couldn't because I'm lacking a lot of the basis of ballet because I didn't do it growing up. And that's why I was in a class with younger girls too. But I can't take classes with younger girls due to the big age gap. And I already told you that I was in a bit of trouble when they found out about the videos. And I don't know if that affected the situation. I did ask. They said it had nothing to do with that. It was just a complicated dynamic to put me in. And they thought that I was going to do better if I would just take adult classes. The thing is, Reykjavik is the capital of Iceland, but it only has 3 studios that have adult classes. The studio where I was at last year that I didn't like, this studio that I was in this year, and a last one that I think I'm going to try out today. But the issue with this one, that's why I have never tried it, is very expensive. It's just once a week and it's an hour-long class. It has 3 levels, a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Obviously, I can do advanced. Beginner is too beginner. It's just going over the bases, teaching what a plie is. I think I'm a little bit over that phase, and at this point I was already like working towards getting on point at some time, like maybe in 6 months I will be able to go on point. And I'm going to try out the intermediate class. I don't know if it's going to work out. I'm really nervous, but like thinking about not having ballet in my life is just not something that I want to do. So I'm going to try it out and then reevaluate how can I continue on with my journey with only 1 hour per week when I was taking 6 that were like maybe 2-hour-long classes, and sometimes even more than 1 class per day. So with going from that rhythm to having an hour-long class per week, don't know what to do and I'm really confused, and yeah, but let's just get ready for this ballet class. And the snow is looking so fluffy, oh my god, it's never this fluffy. Let me show you. I love the snow so much. It makes me so happy. So this is my new leotard, and I just got it this Christmas because I thought I was going to be taking 6 classes a week and I've been tired of doing laundry so many times, so I wanted to get a few more pieces to wear to ballet, and I got this leotard with the really ugly like swimsuit bag. Like, this looks like I'm going to swim class, but the reason that I got it's because it looks really nice in the front, but it's like the most secure leotard that I have, and like nothing is moving around here. So I decided to ignore the back and buy it anyways because it was quite cheap actually. It's from Capizio and I got it from Ballet shop in Lisbon. But yeah, I also got this new jacket from Stradivarius. It was literally €5 on sale. Then, as always, I'm going to be wearing my little skirt. And also, I'm going to be using my new leg warmers, also from the Ballet shop. And if you are asking if I'm sponsored by them, the answer is no. They haven't gotten back to my emails, but I really should be, because I'm just doing here free publicity. But I just genuinely just buy all of my ballet clothes there, and I get a lot of comments of people asking me where do I usually get my stuff. So yeah, they are pretty long and really warm, and I don't know if this new place is going to be warm or not, so I'm going to be prepared. Not me doing a full face of makeup because I'm super nervous, and I usually do my makeup when I'm like anxious because this is therapy for me. But now I'm going to sweat it off in like the first 5 minutes and look crusty. And I never do that for a ballet class because there is no need to do sports with a full face of makeup, with any makeup in general. And I'm doing my hair in the way that everyone loves, with a claw clip. So I just ran out of battery, but now I really have to get going. The freaking bus didn't even show up. Now I'm basically trying to run to get to the next bus stop to catch another bus, but it's really far away and I can't actually run because I will slip and die. So the electricity went off in the middle of the afternoon. That's why I think the heating in the streets was off, because everything is chaotic and icy, and I've never seen the roads like this. Just left the ballet place and the supermarket closes in 20 minutes, so I'm just going to head there. But basically, I really liked the class but it feels different from any other class that I've ever taken because this was like an intermediate class just for adults. So basically I feel like in some things the class wasn't like challenging enough. For example, the bar, because I'm used to like insane bars. Like the advanced class that I was taking, the bar was from the Royal Ballet, but from the ballet company block from the school. So it was really challenging. But what I actually got was corrections for like my positioning that I've never gotten before, which is what I feel like I'm missing the most. So it's very icy. Okay, I'm back. And like I was saying, I felt like some parts were like doable and others were like what I actually needed to work on, because we never lose so much time on like small things. Like I did half turns. I've never done a half turn in my life. Obviously I'm a beginner, but I'm not an absolute beginner. But I have always thrown myself into like very complicated classes because I really enjoyed the challenge, and I feel like if I do that, in that way I evolve like much faster because I'm like learning much more complex things, and I don't know, it's just fun for me. But then I'm lacking all of the bases, and I rarely like get corrections on the bases, which is what I need actually. I think I might stay in these classes. I did enjoy them. They were very fun, just like purely fun. And the professor was like an American guy, very chill. The people in the class were adults, so you didn't have anyone like looking around and judging themselves. Not really other people, because I've never been in a class where that happened, but like I feel like people would judge themselves in some of my classes. But here, no, everyone is just like chilling, learning, doing this for fun. Like no one wants to be a professional. And I kind of enjoyed that environment, but yeah. So I'm just finishing up getting ready to go to the student cellar, which is like my university bar, to continue on my attempt to have more of a social life while I'm in Iceland. And because I'm working a lot more this semester during the week and I don't have as many classes, I have to make like an effort to see my friends. I'm really sorry after yesterday, not as much as I used to be, because it got to a point where I couldn't like walk after like a week of ballet classes in my old place. But you know, life moves on. I'm doing a bit better today. After trying out that class, I really think I'm going to sign up. No, my old studio wasn't like bad or anything. Like we didn't end up on bad terms. I don't know if the true issue was me posting stuff on social media or not. I don't know. I just felt like I was being sort of a fraud here on YouTube, because I get comments all the time saying that I'm like an inspiration, and people that watch my videos that said that they went to classes because of me, because I made them not be so afraid of trying this new thing. That I'm proving people wrong when they say that you can't do ballet with my body type or with my age, and here I am in a studio performing, doing classes every day and actually improving. But then I flopped and I wasn't kicked out of my studio, but I can't take classes there anymore. I feel so stupid because people that were having the same problems as I'm having right now asked me what they could do, and I answered, like, just ask around. If you explain people that you are really passionate and you really want to learn, eventually someone will let you in on a class. For example, like I'm taking classes with teenagers because I don't have adult classes, or I don't have the type of adult classes that I wish I had around me, because I live in a capital, but this is like a very small town anyways. And yeah, this happened, and basically all of my advices were useless, and I felt like that I've been fooling people because this is not actually how it works. It was just a fluke that I actually got to do the Nutcracker, that I wasn't supposed to be doing this. I kept having comments on like, don't give up, please don't stop trying, and I'm like, I don't want to give up. I want to continue on with my journey, I want to continue on improving, but I can't. Like, I don't know what to do. At least right now, my plan is to try to do other type of content, which I've already been making, but hopefully people will still like that. I will continue on doing like my ballet content. Probably not as much as before, because with only taking one class a week, I can't do much. I really want to start taking more online classes. I'm just trying to get my curls back after being in a hat the entire day. This semester, I also want to focus on trying to get some strength back and do some strength training. I don't know if I'm going back to the gym because I canceled my gym membership because I was taking 6 classes a week, entire afternoons, and there was no space to fit in a gym. Sometimes I could like fit in a workout when I got home, or at Sundays I used to do like an ab workout or strengthening another part of the body, but it wasn't all the time like it should be. And I also feel like because I'm not as strong, I can't improve in ballet so much if I actually have the proper like training to do it. So I think I'm going to focus on that part and also take this class and have the basis that I need. And hopefully if I can find more people that are like me, that started ballet late or want to start ballet late, but they want to do it like not just like a yoga class once a week that you do it for fun, but like actually do it like I had been doing it, like not 6 times a week, because most adults don't have time for that, and I definitely didn't. And if I can meet more people in the same situation, maybe there is a possibility of creating some new type of classes with my old studio. So if you are in Reykjavik and you want to do ballet, please message me. And sorry about this whole vlog. I'm usually really positive in my videos because YouTube is my escape, and I try to make my videos like that for other people to have a little escape too. So I try not to complain and don't talk about negative things, because this is supposed to be like a fun time for you. But I just had to explain the full situation because I'm feeling a bit lost and I didn't know how to go back to making little get-readies with me for a different place and changing completely the content that I'm making without addressing this. But this is the last time that I'm going to talk like that, because I'm going to go out tonight. I'm going to have a good time and try to look at this new journey, something new and exciting, and something that I actually want to share. And also share the realistic side of trying to do ballet as an adult, because it doesn't always work out, and that's the reality.